Hello, and welcome to episode 159 of the Cinephellas Podcast. That's right, Cinephellas, the only place where the movie Titanic and The Sixth Sense have one thing in common. I see dead people. Well, we're not dead here. We're alive and well. So I just want to talk about some of the movies that we've been seeing. You know, Bob and I and Kevin, we recently did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Armando, I know you haven't seen it yet, but just wanted to know your quick thoughts. And Armando, what do you think, even though you haven't seen the movie yet from what you've seen in the trailers?
I mean, it looks like one of those animated movies that I would actually want to see. Like the marketing for it looked like it looked very similar to I think the last across the Spider Verse. Like it's very similar. So I think I like the vibe of it from what I see. Like I do want to see it eventually. So I mean, and I do kind of like it has like the vibe, like the '90s hip hop kind of vibe to it. I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but like the trailers really seem to be really leaning on that, which is cool to me. I don't know. It looks fun. Like I like just some of these movies. I like it. Doesn't look like it's pandering. That's what I like. It doesn't look like a movie that's going to be just like let's make references to things just so the kids get it. Like it looks like because to be honest now, like into everybody here, I'm not into animated movies that much. I'm very picky with them. Like I won't just see them unless like Spider Verse was like something it was very particular, but yeah, I mean, I'll see. It looks really good, and it's good that I hope it does well. So Oh, and Kevin's here. How you doing, Kevin?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh,
I'm glad that it looks like a movie I would actually watch. No, it doesn't look bad. It looks like a movie like as an adult I could watch and I won't feel like embarrassed to go see it or anything. Because I'm not even a turtle person. Like I like the original movies, but I'm not like, oh, I'm such a big fan. But like I like the characters. I don't know that's all I can say about it. Like I mean I look forward to watching it when I can.
Yeah, I saw it. I really enjoyed it. I went with my son and my wife went too. All three of us really liked it. Yeah, I liked what they did. It's finally a reboot in the Turtles that I really cared about and thought they did a really good job on. I love the animation style, like you were mentioning, from the directors of Mitchell's versus the Machines. Really interesting the way they did it. I like the animation, all the nostalgic characters that they brought back that I can remember back in the day from the cartoon. It was cool seeing back on the screen. I liked what they did with April O'Neil. They changed that up. It's not just like some clueless reporter. They actually gave her like a nice backstory and had the meeting between her and the turtles and, made the concept of the turtles like for this, generation of kids that are out there and with all the instant, social media and, used in the cell phones for everything, capturing that. It felt hip and yeah, I really had a good time with it.
I was saying it's a good introduction to the new generation, kids watching this for the first time. My son's only watched a few episodes of the cartoon, but really this is the first time seeing it in the big screen, and he absolutely loved it. I loved it too. It's good for kids and adults that grew up with this. I was a huge Turtles fan as a kid, had all the toys and all the merchandise back then, and it was cool, passing the torch to my son watching it. So it's a very cool experience.
do you still have that merchandise?
No, I don't. Most of it's probably sold somewhere. My parents sold it.
In a landfill, just money thrown away.
Yeah, gave it away probably.
One thing we didn't talk about in our review, the one that Kevin and Bob and I did, one thing I'm really happy about is they didn't overdo it with the 80s slang. Like they didn't constantly say cowabunga and radical dude and all of that. So I'm just so
Yeah.
thankful for that.
Instead, we got the new slang from all the TikTok kids today with sus. That my kid says
No
constantly.
cap.
No cap. Sus.
That makes no sense, though, Cap. My students say that. I don't
Yeah.
understand that one. I know what it means, but I just don't understand.
Yeah.
What's sus? I've never heard that before.
Suspect, if
Yeah.
you're gay, you say something
That's
gay, you go,
sus.
that's sus.
He's sus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. Man, I'm getting old. I don't know any of this slang.
Be glad you had never heard
It's
me.
a good thing. Yeah.
People still say fresh, like, oh, that's fresh.
No, it's fire. Everything's fire now. It's not cool. It's fire.
Well, I like fresh over fire.
All right, cool. Fire fresh, yeah.
And the goat, which is Armando.
Yeah.
Oh, do we talk about just congratulating everyone, especially Logan and Henry, about the 2,000 subscribers?
1,000? Yes.
Yes, congratulations.
1,000
Jeez.
subscribers right here on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Thanks to all
Thanks to you guys. Yeah. We're all the blame for this. No, we've all done a great job on this site. You guys have been great. We love doing the podcast with you guys. So thank you guys for getting us here. 1,000, that's a big number. So hopefully we keep on keeping on from here.
Here's to 1 million.
That's right.
Yep.
Do you guys remember the very first video you uploaded?
Oh yeah, what is that? Yeah.
No.
Not really, no, but it's probably one of us in a hotel room or something. We probably threw on Cinephellas, like maybe at one of the conventions or something. I don't know what the first review was, but I remember us having the idea to start this back in the day and talking about that and planning it.
Yeah, I watched some of you guys' early stuff. Like you had like I think you Logan and Henry, you both had like an intro video. You had your own intro videos, and you were just
okay, yeah.
The mission of Cinephellas.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is crazy because it was so long. It was like 2016 or 2015,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back to the archives. Yeah. And then I watched, you used to have a guy, whatever happened to that guy that him and his girlfriend used to be on the bed. I think Lloyd.
Lloyd?
Yeah. He would review stuff.
Lloyd did too much acid and lives in Southern California on the desert somewhere. Seriously, yeah, he went off the beach.
He shaved off his eyebrows. He works at the comedy store.
Yeah.
He's a wild guy.
Right.
He lives on an RV somewhere, but
that guy was hysterical because I was watching, for some reason he decided I'm gonna review some MTV show. It was like the Shannara Chronicles, and him and his wife are just in bed, or his girlfriend, I forget. But
they're like smoking cigarettes. And
and he's like getting a massage. I was like, okay, I like the vibe of this. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, he used to work with Molly in a Chicago bar. He was like a cook. So that's how I met him, and we started talking about movies. I'm like, yeah, shoot some videos. I think we shot a few at that bar actually in Chicago, the early videos. But yeah, he was wild. He's a wild character.
Yeah, but no, I hope we keep doing this for as long as we can. I like doing it. Like I said, I don't like talking to people that often, but I like that we have the same interests, and to do this when we can, it's always fun.
Yeah, and cheers to 1,000 more. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Let's give it something to talk about. This podcast has been sponsored by Bonnie Ray.
I'm gonna go see Sugar Baby on the big screen. They're playing it.
Oh, I heard about that on Instagram or something.
Yeah, so I'll see it.
Yeah.
Because the second movie from that director is that one Bottoms. Fight Club, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that looks good.
So hopefully it's good, yeah. And the Truman Show is playing on that same screen too, so I'm gonna go see the Truman Show on the big screen. Even though I got it downstairs.
Is that one? I was gonna ask you, is that one of those like old school? Like, is it like a regular modern theater, or is it one of those like old school theaters where it's like with the old marquee and stuff like that?
Oh no, it's around me. It's a Cinema Arts Center.
Okay.
It's just basically for old film and like sometimes they bring film too, but they have trivia nights there. It's a cool place.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else watch anything new?
New. I saw Haunted Mansion probably about 2 weeks ago. Disney flick. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was way better than I went in with. Good cast, good story. Ghosts are cool. Fun movie for adults and kids.
And Lakeith was cool.
He was really. It was the best performance. I thought he was the main character.
I like that.
Going into this house, yeah. Rosario Dawson and Owen Wilson, Dan DeVito, and Jamie Lee Curtis. A lot of people.
Yeah, you're the first person that said that was good, because like it was so many people. I was like, oh, this movie's trash. It's terrible. So like to hear like another side of that it's interesting.
The Eddie Murphy one that's trash. But this one I didn't think so. I thought everything about it was pretty good. Jared Leto was in it. I thought the effects were cool looking. They did practical and CGI, and the house is awesome. Had that cool Halloween spooky feel to it, which I loved. So I liked it.
I think they did a bad job putting it out in July. That's the only problem.
Exactly.
That's 100% an October movie. I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, drop it in October. There's like 2 movies coming out next October: Exorcist and Saw X. So it's like, why couldn't they drop it in October?
Yeah, I don't know. Because Disney, you need the
Marketing has
money.
been bad.
Yeah, they need the money. I mean, Disney is gonna need the money eventually.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, because I think most of their stuff this year, like it wasn't doing like the numbers or something that it was supposed to. You know,
they're way down. Yeah, Elemental, and they've had a few bombs.
And the thing is, Elemental, it bombed at first, but it's like one of those weird, because I think kids needed to see something. It like kind of did okay. It stuck around, at the box office, but I don't know. I don't really care about Disney. They kind of need to have some flops to be humble, because I don't know. I'm not wholly anti Disney. The only problem I have with Disney is their physical media stuff. They need to be better with that, with the old stuff. But that's a story for another day. But I just don't. I don't know. Like I don't know the stuff that I usually see from Disney. I'm not super into it, but I'm not like, oh, I'm happy that they flop. I mean, if they make good stuff, that's fine. Like, there's people who are really like, oh, the Marvels is gonna flop, and it's gonna be good when it flops, because we need to stop having a superhero slop. We need to have real movies. Like, I mean, if the movie is good, I don't really care. I just want something that looks watchable. I mean, that's the most important thing. Just make good movies. I don't really care how big or how small they are, to be honest with you. That's all I have to say. And that's one like we can talk about. Like, as far as fall movies, that one I'm kind of looking forward to. Like, it looks fine. It looks like a movie that I'd see in the theater.
Marvel's does?
Yeah. I have stuff, so I did the numbers, and then I subtracted, I multiplied, I divided everything. So I said it's okay. So yeah.
Yeah, we're going to see the Marvels in theater. Molly's favorite superhero is Captain Marvel. So
based upon the movie or based upon the comic books?
The movie. She hasn't read the comics. Yeah, she loved it.
Because I love Brie Larson, but Brie Larson is not good in Captain Marvel. In my opinion.
She's too dry.
Yes, she's too dry. Yes.
Yeah, and that's not why we like Brie Larson was so likable at the beginning. She had like I don't know, the vibe is just weird for that character that she put. Like, I thought she was gonna be more bubbly, I guess, but then but I like Mrs. Marvel. I think the only reason I'm kind of more into it, I like the Mrs. Marvel show.
Yeah,
so, like,
me too.
The show was good.
Yeah, I like the other two. I like Tiana Paris too as grandma. I think she's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From WandaVision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see Thanksgiving.
Eli Roth, right?
Yeah, Eli Roth's movie. Yeah.
What's the date on
that? We should have
that?
the trailer for that soon.
November 17th. Now,
awesome.
But, it could change with the strike and everything. I hope.
Yeah.
Man,
I heard Dune might stay. I heard. I don't know. Let's see, but they're moving stuff already. So.
Yeah, I'm worried for all that stuff later on in the year, because they're not gonna be able to promote it.
Yeah.
Being still on strike, the actors aren't. So I hope they still release it.
Yeah.
That one, and as far as TV, as far as what we're worried about being delayed is I'm pissed that we gotta wait for Severance.
Oh yeah, the production or something. I heard something about this early.
And then I know Community, they said they were about to start filming, and all that stuff went down. So
yeah, that was on my list too. Severance, I love that show. The Bear and Stranger Things.
Silo too. They were in the middle of shooting season 2. They had to stop, so there's gonna be another season of that.
Fuck, I love Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh yeah, Rose the Hat.
Yeah,
she's still my choice for Poison Ivy if they do the Batman sequel.
Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah, she would be fucking awesome.
It's better than my pick, which was Chastain.
Nah, I can't see that.
That's it.
No.
Yeah, Ferguson's better though.
Yeah, I can see her getting wacky with it.
And as far as just some fall movies, I have to talk about The Equalizer 3 because I love.
We're on the same page.
I just saw the preview for that. It made me chuckle.
It looks good.
Because he's like, it talks about him being in Italy. He's like, I'm really enjoying myself for the first time. And then, of course, the Italian mafia aren't far behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, those movies are great. I love that role. That's cool. Those movies are
last one
fun.
too. They said.
Yeah.
So write out the trilogy.
And isn't the girl coming back? Fanning from Man
Dakota
on Fire.
Fanning, yeah, she's in it.
Dakota
Or not
Fanning,
coming back, but rejoining Denzel in a movie.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, this is. I'm just gonna know. If it comes up, this is gonna be my mom's favorite movie of the year. She's gonna say that she's so excited. Anything Denzel, it's always the number one movie of the year, and she's gonna tell me, "Oh my God, this is amazing," because she loves those first two movies. Like I want to see it. We need like good like action movies too at the theater. Like that's what you go for. So like it's gonna be fun to see that on the big screen because I saw the other two on the big screen. I did have a good time with them, so like I'm looking forward to this one too.
I haven't
Can I
seen
tell you
any of
guys-
them.
Oh, you see the
Really?
Equalizers?
No, I
Oh,
saw
They're cool movies.
They're good. They're worth watching.
I saw the trailer for the new one. I'm like, I should check that out. It looks pretty good. Even the new one does.
Yeah, I love those movies. Can I tell you guys what my grandma calls Denzel Washington?
What?
What?
She calls him Daddy Denzel. Like when we go to the movie theater. And she's like,
Man,
"Oh, it's Daddy Denzel up on the screen." Yeah.
I say like middle-aged women to grandmas love Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Who do you guys think would win? The Equalizer or John Wick?
John Wick.
John Wick, I think. Yeah.
Well, Logan, you don't count. You haven't seen The Equalizer.
I'm biased. It's always going to be Keanu, okay?
I'm going with The Equalizer.
How do you think it happens? How does he outsmart John Wick?
Well, John Wick is tired. He's been like doing all of this for like the span of what, a month or not even a month.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
He's down for the count, right?
yeah.
I don't know, the Equalizer films, they're only a little worse than the show with Queen Latifah. Just joking. I can't believe that's like a TV show that works though. People are tuning in to CBS,
But Henry, that's what people like. They just like those case of the week shows that they do the same thing every week. It just as long as it looks like every other show on CBS that's a procedural. And that's why they're hits,
Yeah, CBS just pumps out those shows that everybody 55 plus tunes into.
And also,
it's
I mean,
one
you
of
got
those shows,
Yeah, and also you have to have something to put into a hospital or a nursing home. So
there you go.
I mean,
That's right.
It's true though.
At the hospital I work at, they always play HGTV. It's like constantly. So there's somebody building something or some nonsense.
I hate HJTV. Like my grandma and like family members watch it.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, you're not gonna build half this shit you're watching.
No, my mom, because we're doing stuff now at the house, like now she's like, oh no, she watches all these shows and then she loves AGT. She's like obsessed. She knows all the different stars. I'm like, I don't care this much about houses. I'm like, if I ever get to a point where I'm disinvested in houses, like I think it's over for me. I can't. No, this is it. I gotta rethink my life if I start watching AGTV on a regular basis. I mean, that's how I feel. Like for her, like it's good if that's what she enjoys, but I just don't. It's just not for me. But
boys, wait until you get married, and that will all change. Once you
No,
get married,
No.
HGTV will be on all the time. You'll be flipping your house. You'll be doing a nice weekend project. You're going to be paying attention.
no, I don't want that to happen.
I'm not with my grandma. It's either HGTV. It's some pastor on TV like TD Jakes, or it's a Tyler Perry movie that's just in the background. I can't stand it.
My mom, it's HGTV, whatever judge show is on, whatever black lady judge show is on, or it's what's the other, or ID, or Investigation Discovery, and then she starts thinking, oh, you got to be careful because the killers, you can't trust people.
You're right for that, Armando. I forgot they have like the black judge at like 11 a.m. and it's like Judge Greg Memphis.
Yeah, he's still on. Judge Joe Brown, Judge Faith. There's a lady named Judge Lauren Lake now. Like, there's a bunch of them. All the black
Now,
ladies.
Judge Sam Jackson would be good. I'd watch that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to see that show.
Yeah.
I want to see him play a judge in a movie and like get pissed off.
Yeah.
This is my motherfucking court.
And I know you guys talked about this already, but Killers of a Flower Moon, that's obviously on my fall list.
Mhm.
Did you guys talk about Wonka?
No, yeah,
yeah.
I have that on one. I can't wait for that one.
Well, I'll be honest, I wasn't excited for it, but when they said director of Paddington, I'm like, oh, why didn't you say so earlier? Like now I'm interested.
Yep. Hugh Grant's an Oompa Loompa. You can't go wrong with that.
That annoys the piss out of me. It really does.
Really?
It does. I'm like, why couldn't you just have an actor wear fucking face paint or something? You know, it's like CGI. I don't know. I don't know. It just
My
looks
mom said, why don't they just hire a real little person?
right, like the original. You know, just do it that way.
You got to use that new technology. You got to show off your CGI now. You know, everything has to be. You can't use just regular people anymore. You know.
Of all actors to play an Oompa Loompa, you pick that guy. Of all actors, why? You know, he just doesn't want to be in the movie.
But he was good in Paddington too.
Yeah, he was good.
So
Was
I
he?
mean,
Okay.
yeah, he was. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, Paddington is my life. But those movies are far better than they should be, and I think he's really good in that second one.
Yeah, Paddington 2 is actually really good.
Yeah,
It's like one of those movies that you're like, damn, this is actually good. I know.
Yeah, because the ads for those movies, they look trash. And I was like, oh, this is good. And then I had to keep hearing people online say, oh, no, these are good. So I was like, let me try it and see. And then I was like, these are not. Like, I have, like, on the level of, like, this feels like I'm going through a kidney stone to, oh, this is, like, the least painful thing ever. It's, like, on the other side. Like, yeah. Like, it's not painful to watch as a kid's movie because there's so many kids' movies that they feel like torture to me. Yeah.
Those are really good movies. And then like I'm excited for Wonka. I'm also excited for the new Fincher too. Fincher has
he does that. Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah.
Fassbender and it's
Mhm.
you know, like Scorsese, you know, it's a Fincher movie. It's an event.
You have to see it, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna have an awesome score in it, and you know.
Tremors are doing it again. So, what
Yeah,
about Napoleon?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's on my list.
I'm more I'm interested in Exorcist Believer. You know, I love the first Exorcist movie. David Gordon Green's doing this, so hopefully it doesn't fucking destroy it like he did Halloween.
Yeah, that's my only reservation.
But the first
Yeah,
trailer
I don't have any faith in him. I really don't.
Yeah, me either. But the first trailer has my interest with like the piano, the overall tone. The kids are both possessed. Bringing in Ellen Bernstein from the original movie. There's a part where it says Reagan, so Linda Blair is going to have a little part in it apparently. But the first trailer looks good. It has my interest. I'm just hoping.
It's good.
I'm hoping it's going to be good. It looked a lot better than I anticipated. So.
Yeah,
do you think they'll say evil dies tonight?
Am I the sucks cocks in hell tonight?
Just
But yeah, I hold that dear to my heart. The original Exorcist movie is still the scariest movie of all time, in my opinion. So just like Halloween, I'm just gonna see how David Gordon Green does.
Yeah, my mom, we saw the trailer for it, and she's like, "You're not taking me to see that. I'm not seeing that. Don't take me to that." I'm not gonna take you to see that. Don't worry, because any horror movie she hates. She like it was something else we wanted to see, and she's like, she has to cover her eyes because like they do such a good job marketing them that she's like, oh no, she always has to remind you, I'm not gonna go see that.
Yeah,
another Peacock horror movie that I'm looking forward to is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, looks pretty cool. You know, he gets trapped in kind of the arcade, kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese's, and like the animatronics come alive, and it looks kind of cool. I haven't seen Josh Hutcherson in a while.
Yeah, everything from our nightmares as a kid going to Chuck E. Cheese that coming alive at night. And apparently it's a game. I've never played it. I think it's for kids.
I've never played it either. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know it's got a big following and it's big in pop culture, like toys and stuff.
That movie with Nick Cage that came out like last year.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with that. It was just.
I always figured it was this. Some people were saying it was kind of similar to that game, but
that's what I thought it was. It was
it's very similar actually. I played Five Nights at Freddy's. It's one of the few games I played, but. Yeah, that movie's pretty much a ripoff, but it's a good ripoff.
I heard he doesn't talk the whole movie. That's crazy.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
It's just his whole expression, that's all.
Yeah, it was I was talking about Dakota Fanning, and I guess that's an actress who I thought was gonna be bigger than she is.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Oh, the next question?
Yeah, I'm just kind of snowballing.
Yeah, her sister kind of took up the mantle for her.
She did.
Yeah. Yeah, she used to be really big and then kind of just fell off. I don't know what was going on. Maybe she did it purposely. I don't know if she was going to school or something. Or
There was a good skit on SNL where Dakota Fanning was played by Amy Poehler. And
Oh,
they-
yeah, I remember. Yeah, you
This-
showed it to me, Kevin. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
this is-
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the talk show, and like, you know, she's very highly intellectual, and yeah, some guy plays Daniel Radcliffe, and he's like, yeah, no, I've never read those books before. Those are children's novels. I read more sophisticated stuff. But that's like the whole vibe of the whole sketch. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But what about you guys?
Ooh, I got one. You thought would have a big career, but didn't. Army Hammer.
Uh,
Should have been in that movie with Chalamet. What was it called?
Bones and all.
Yeah,
Bones and all, yeah.
Yeah.
a remake of Cannibal Holocaust.
I mean, he did have a career. He became famous. He just became infamous.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a travel agent now or something. That's what I read.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sells timeshares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Henry used to live there in the Cayman Islands.
how long ago?
2009 to 2011,
What were you doing in there?
partying, being an island boy for 2 years. Nah, I was taking some schooling down there actually.
Was it cool? Was it great?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Totally different. Being on an island, obviously. Yeah. A totally different world, really.
Was there a
Yeah.
movie theater?
Was what?
Is there a movie theater?
Yes. A really nice one. Yeah. They had a really nice area downtown, really rich and affluent part. And they had a really nice movie theater. It wasn't like an AMC. It was something different, but yeah, really nice. Everything was pretty cool. So yeah, I still did get to see movies while I was there. I saw Shutter Island there. I remember that's like the one that stands out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He was a good actor, but he wasn't anything crazy good. Like, he was good at Social Network, but I didn't really think he had the charisma for the Lone Ranger. I remember he wasn't that
Yeah.
good.
I forgot that movie. Wow.
He was in that Guy Ritchie movie too with Henry Cavill, whatever it was called. I can't remember.
Oh, the Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he was in the Nile, Death on the Nile.
Oh yeah, with Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Another actor I could think of, Emil Hirsch. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
In the 2000s, yeah, Girl Next Door. I thought he was gonna be a big star. Now he's kind of he showed up in the Quentin Tarantino flick, but he does a lot of smaller indie films now. So I thought he always was pretty
Mhm.
decent.
Yeah.
He was
Who
supposed
the
to
hell
be
is Neil
Belushi.
Pearce?
Hmm?
Oh, I said, who the hell is Neil Pearce? I thought that was the drummer.
No, Emil.
Emil Hirsch.
Emile.
Emil
The guy,
Hirsch.
remember Into the Wild? Remember the one where the guy like lived in the van or the bus in the wilderness?
Uh-huh.
That's
That's-
it was the actor that played him.
He's Speed Racer also in the movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, and Speed Racer.
Oh, okay. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he had like a few big roles in like the 2000s, and you didn't hear from him for a long time.
He was
I
an
think
Alpha
it's-
Dog. I remember that.
Yeah,
Savages.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in Savages or am I thinking of no,
No,
that's wrong. No.
that was
That's
Aaron,
Riggins and yeah,
Tim Riggins. Yeah.
that's
Aaron
right.
Taylor Johnson.
In Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he was the hairstylist.
Jay.
The friends with Sharon Tate, smaller guy.
Yeah.
You'd recognize him if you saw him.
He was in Milk also. Sean Penn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He was in Milk.
Mhm.
One of the guys.
Hmm.
Wasn't he in Lords of Dogtown? I remember
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
He did- I
Yes.
like that movie.
He was
Okay,
great.
Okay, now
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played
Yeah.
Jay in Lords of Dogtown.
Yeah.
Yep. See, like that like time, like 2004 through 2010. There's a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard he sold it to somebody. That's why someone high profile, like a producer or someone.
Oh
Yeah, he did. He choked
Did?
him out. Video exec.
Yeah. Okay.
wow.
He was supposed to play Belushi. That was like a rumor that he was amping up to play Belushi. I would have liked to seen that, but
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe he was trying to be Belushi when he choked the woman out.
Somebody else that I'd probably say that I was just thinking about, involving another actor with kind of a shady Shia LaBeouf. He should be big time. But like with
Yeah.
all his drama and all the trouble that he's gotten into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good in pieces.
Remember Brad Pitt said he wasn't going to work with him because he didn't shower or something?
Oh,
It
yeah.
smelled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little actresses. Any actresses besides the Dakota Fanning?
I actually have one.
Yeah.
I thought Shannon Elizabeth was going to be big in the early, like the 2000s, but she was in like 2 or 3 movies and then nothing else.
Yeah, because she couldn't act.
Yeah, that's why. But that was a different time.
Going off that, maybe Tara Reid too. She was
Tara
in
Reid,
the
Yeah.
big movies.
became
and
a
her-
drunk like party animal kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Showed up in
Lindsay
Sharknado.
Lohan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lindsay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm fully convinced that Emma Stone has her career.
Amanda Bynes.
And then
When the Bynes,
oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, she's always fun to hear about. She's in
She's like face tattoo and shit going on.
Yeah.
around the streets of LA screaming.
Got some mental health issues.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
told Drake that she wanted him to murder her vagina. I remember that. On Twitter.
Wait, what?
She went on Twitter once and she said to Drake that she wanted Drake to murder her vagina.
He gets that from all his fans, though, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did you see the video? It was like a week or 2 ago. I don't know. It must have been on TMZ or something. I saw it on YouTube. Somebody threw up a bra at him, and it was like size like, I don't know, L or something like that. Yeah, he's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know they went past M or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a big,
And then
that's
he's
a
like,
big
whoever this
cannons.
belongs to, come back. He like invited him to the back or whatever. It's like, jeez. He's like, holy shit.
2 other actors I want to mention: Taylor Lautner, Twilight.
Yeah.
Because they were grooming him to be like the next it guy, but never happened.
You ever see that movie he
And-
was in? With Lily Collins. It was like supposed to be his. John Singleton did it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh.
Abduction. I think it's called Abduction.
Yeah.
See it.
I did see that. It was shitty. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah, another one.
He's trying to make him an action star
Trying to make him like Tom Cruise.
He looks like an
Yeah.
alopecia.
or Born or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't work.
And Logan, you may not like this answer, but Bruce Campbell.
He's always been
Other
the
than
B
Evil
movie
Dead
star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evil Dead with Sam Raimi and working with Sam Raimi. I'm like, do you have anything else? And I couldn't think of much.
I
Well,
love
it's-
his cameos though in the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, he always had cameos, which is like his big thing, I guess, but never like a
Yeah.
big role like Hollywood
And
A-lister.
still tied to Sam Raimi though, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean he's probably responsible for like Best Buy having probably the best horror DVD sales in like 2003 or something. Because every time you went to like a Best Buy, it was always something with Bruce Campbell that you had never heard of. And it was always like, here's a new one. It's like, I've literally never heard of it. It was like always something from like 1993. And I was like, I don't know what this is, but
If
like
it
he's
wasn't,
been working though, you know.
if it was that, it was Xena Warrior Princess, and then he was in Briscoe County Jr. It was a show
Mhm.
back then.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I
you'd see
remember.
some Bruce Campbell and
Mhm.
some sort of DVD.
Yeah. I remember it was another one, Jack of All Trades, which I just heard about the other day. Well, not the
Uh-huh.
other day, but it was like it was like he was like in the American Revolution or something. And it was like produced by Sam Raimi or something.
Jeez.
It's like a real show.
That's funny. Just
Yeah.
sounds bad.
And it
bad
has
enough
like
to
a whole
watch.
musical intro too. It was like a syndicated show. I just like saw the intro to it the other day because somebody posted it on Twitter. And I think it was on for like one season. I was like, I was like I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like he's good and stuff, but it's like he just did a lot of just stuff that you will forget existed. Even though he's really good. I didn't go yet. So my actor, the one that I can think of, he's nobody really famous, but it was always somebody that I really liked and stuff. But there was a guy named Chris Eigman that was like he played like Mr. Herkeby on Malcolm in the Middle. He was like the teacher for like the smart kids. And he was like
oh yeah, I remember.
teacher guy. Like and he was on Gilmore Girls recently because I went through that. And he's like one of the boyfriends on that show, and I always thought he was really good. He was always like an asshole type of guy. Like he was just always very sarcastic, and I always thought he was really good, but like I don't know, he did a lot of indie stuff. It was mostly like I know he was like in Noah Baumbach's like first few movies, and he was like in a few things that I really liked him in, but he never really went that far. I was like when he popped up on Malcolm in the Middle a lot. He was good on Gilmore Girls that I watched recently, but I don't know. He never made it that far, and every time like he was pretty good at doing like he did a very specific thing really well, but like I guess and then he was on Mrs. Maisel just recently, and I was like, oh, that guy.
Who's he on Maisel?
He's Abe's the newspaper guy. He's the boss at the newspaper.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like that guy. I don't know why. I can't explain. Just he has like a certain energy that like it's funny to me. And then he was just always good to me and things. And he would like pop up here and there, but Mrs. May is like the most recent thing. And then there's like before that, really, I didn't see him in too much in between that. But
Yeah.
I was like that guy.
He was good in Maisel.
Yeah.
The character I'm thinking of, yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
Who was he in Malcolm, you said?
He was the Malcolm's he was like the teacher, remember the one that Malcolm was always fighting with? Like he was kind of like the evil teacher for like the Crow kids. And like he's like there's like one episode where Hal fights with him, and like they're doing like the parents like doing like volunteering for like the first week of high school or something, and they like fight with like these mops and stuff. And there's like another episode where like he gets the kids so stressed out, like when he takes over like the smart kids classes, and like they get so stressed, one kid starts taking off his like clothes and stuff. Like if I showed you his face, you'd know how he looked. But I just always liked him. I always liked Chris Eichman. I was a Chris Eichman guy forever. I was like, that guy's gonna get his chance, and like for some reason he never did. I'm gonna try and pop up his face, because if I show you the face, you'd be like, oh, that guy.
No, yeah, I looks good. Yeah, I know who this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten bigger. You're right.
Really good. Metropolitan was really good. That's another really indie movie that I watched like years ago. It's Last Days of Disco. He's really good in. Like he just had a very, very specific thing that maybe like in a way, like Ryan Reynolds kind of did that. Like a lot of different people had like that very sarcastic thing, and maybe he kind of just ran with it. I don't know. But I don't know. It was like very articulate in a way where I was like, this guy's gonna be in something big, and then he just kind of never blew up to me. And I just always liked him, but yeah. But acting is weird like that, you know. Sorry, what were you saying, Kevin?
No, I was saying I also like Michael Stolberg. You know that guy is?
Yeah, I always liked that guy too. He was somebody that was like, he's gonna go. He's never bad in anything, but
no, he's always. Do you guys
he's
know
always doing top work.
Yeah, Rothstein from Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah. Rothstein from Boardwalk Empire. Griff from Men in Black 3.
The guy from Dope Sick, the head of Purdue Pharma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs. He's like the head programmer. Yeah, he's always good, no matter. And he was in Bones and All. He played a creepy cannibal, and he was.
Oh yeah. He was even good in that few minutes of Doctor Strange where he just pops up for no reason. Yes. He's just like, I'm in this movie now, and I was like, you're good in it. Yeah. He literally did not need to be in that movie. He was like, I'm gonna actually try in this movie. But yeah. Those that we were worried that would get impacted.
Yeah, that's.
Kev already kind of talked about it briefly, but yeah, shows could be affected. You know, Stranger Things, The Bear, Severance.
Yeah.
A lot of shows. Hit shows.
Yeah, so far, I think Ahsoka is good, and I think Loki, they're already locked in. I don't think they're going to be affected. Just so that's good. At least we have a few more shows to look forward to.
I'm excited for Ahsoka.
Yeah, me too. Do you see Anakin's going to be in it? He's been in the promotional stuff, I guess. Yeah.
You know, I like Rosario Dawson, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead's in it.
Yeah.
She's a good action hero. She was in Birds and
Kate.
Kate, yes, Kate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was good.
10 Cloverfield Lane. She was in that too.
Yeah. Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like her.
Margot.
Yep.
And what
She's married to Ewan McGregor.
She is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh wow.
I know. Yeah, age difference there.
Good for him.
And that movie with Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe, where Daniel Radcliffe was a farting zombie.
Oh,
He was in that.
Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man, yeah.
Academy Award winning directors of Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's their first
Right.
movie.
Yeah. I did not know that about Ewan McGregor. Wow. I didn't know they were married.
Yeah, they met because they were in Fargo together. So that one season.
That's correct. Season 3.
I can't wait for that. That's coming out this fall too. The new
Oh
season
yeah,
of-
that's right. Yeah.
I'm
that
scared
one-
for that. I'm scared for that one. I think that'll probably get pushed, is my guess.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's not in the can. It's not done.
It's done, but like as far as them not being able to go out and promote, like they wanted John Hamm to be able to promote it. I don't know. I heard that somewhere that they're like they don't know if it's going to release or if they're going to wait until the strike's over.
That's a guy. There you go. That's another answer for that other question.
John Hamm.
John Hamm should be bigger than he
Yeah.
is.
hmm
Because that's a guy who can do both comedy and drama perfectly. Like I saw Fletch. I talked about Fletch on the podcast.
Mhm. I saw it too. Yeah, that was
I thought he
good.
was awesome as Fletch.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. He can do it all for sure.
Then he can play Don Draper, who is completely devoid of humor and depressing as hell.
I'd say pretty much most of the cast on Mad Men, minus
Yeah.
Elizabeth Moss, are all
Mhm.
fantastic actors, actresses, and
Yeah.
don't really have huge careers. And Christina Hendricks is also great. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen her in a while.
She had
Exactly.
a show on NBC I watched for a while, and it was okay. She
Oh,
was
the
good.
girl thing, right?
Good Girls. Yeah.
Hank Roberts
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That
with,
show was pretty good.
as with Mae Whitman, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
John Slattery just showed up in a show I was watching, that What We Do in the Shadows. He was just a random character in that, playing himself, actually. They like hop in the car with him. He's like an Uber driver on the side or something like that. And they're like, I don't know. What do you think, John Slattery? He just starts talking. It's funny.
Which one's that,
Roger Sterling.
Roger? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know his
He's
name.
like one of those guys that's like looked old back then, but like I think he just probably turned white
He
early in
was
his
one,
life or something.
yeah, he was one of those guys. I saw old, younger pictures of John Slater. Like, there's a
Hmm.
point he did have like black hair. And I was shocked, but like
Yeah.
you say, Henry, like he
Yeah.
really got it younger. So I guess it's like somehow just people just didn't pay attention to him because nobody wants to see a young guy with white
Right.
hair. Very few
Yeah.
people that
Exactly.
can do
He
that.
pulled a Steve Martin and went white at 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Christina Hendricks. I remember her being in like Drive, that movie with Ryan Gosling. But yeah, she hasn't really been in anything too major that I can think of.
The guy that played Pete, I haven't seen him in shit.
No, no.
He was a great like villain.
He was like Joffrey, you know. Everybody's only going to see that character, so like he's not going to get cast in a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just too slime baggish of a character to ever get past that.
Yeah, even when he was a kid, that he just didn't. He had the most punchable face. Like you'll see him like as a kid, and he was like when he was on Angel. I was like, I never wanted to commit child abuse harder than watching that show because he was so hateable. I feel like also like now that we're thinking about other actors, I feel like a lot of people, anybody who wasn't Donald Glover on Community should have gotten a bigger career. I
Yeah.
mean, Ken Jeong, he's doing okay. He killed host whatever like dumb Fox reality
Yes.
thing and be rich with that. But I feel like Alison Brie should have gotten a bigger career. Like she does stuff, but
Yeah, she does more indie stuff.
yeah, more indie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jillian Jacobs, I see her and stuff, but
Mhm.
yeah, like I feel like she should be bigger than she is. I don't know.
Well, she was just in something I was watching. Now I can't remember what it was.
Netflix, yes.
Oh
What
yeah,
was
she
it?
was in something.
What was
She was
the?
on, she was on The Bear. If anybody watched The Bear.
Oh yeah, she was on The Bear. Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, oh yeah, her. Because I do
Yeah.
like her. Yeah. She's really good. Really great in that. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people that now that I think about it, it's some of them. It's I think acting is just one of those jobs where if you don't get that shot, like you're lucky to just get consistent work, and some people just don't become big stars. Some people are just okay being like, okay, I show up consistently and stuff, or I I'm noticed enough that I can keep getting work. But
Mhm.
it's hard for everybody to be on that level.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of great talent out there, people who should be paid more than they should, so we can finish the strike and we can get back to enjoying our entertainment.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of the big stars are donating money to that, like
Mhm.
Leo and millions of dollars so that they
Yeah.
can just keep striking and be okay.
Mhm. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson, they said he donated
Dwayne.
the most amount of money. I think something like that. They didn't say the amount. They just said he like donated the most or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They they have to strike. I mean, it's because
Yeah.
of AI. The AI can just use your likeness
Yeah.
without.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
no matter what you think about the pay,
Mhm.
that alone's crazy.
Mhm.
That they
It's
can
crazy.
just
Like there's
use you.
people that legit are saying, like, nobody I know, but you'll like people will find like things on Twitter, because Twitter, it's just people will just say anything, think is something valid to say, but they'll say,
Mhm.
oh, well, writers shouldn't be paid good because TV hasn't been good in a
Yeah.
while. It's like, that's not how TV works. It's not a performance-based salary, you idiot. It's like
Yeah.
you get paid because you do the work that you asked to. You don't do it because, oh, you didn't like the last season of Jack Ryan or whatever, and then you decide, no, you don't get paid good. That's not how TV works.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just hope it's done. I mean, we can find things to do. I'm not gonna say, oh, TV is done and we have nothing
Mhm.
to watch. There's things you can
Right.
always find to do, but it's just crazy
Yeah.
that we can now. It's like, because I thought we were done with strikes, but this streaming thing, I think it was never viable. I knew something. I was always like, no, cable's good, but then people were like, no, streaming, that's gonna be the next future. That's gonna be it. And it was good for a while, but just like anything, it was good, and then they realized, oh well, we gotta work like other like TV works, but the way they work is it's not a dependable system to make money with.
Yeah. They're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then like number of things to produce, like they just constantly produce stuff. Half the people
Mhm.
don't have time to watch it. It's
Exactly.
just like way too much at one time. They don't know how to
Yeah.
market
Yeah.
one thing at a time.
Mhm.
Kind of a
You
thing.
have to discriminate. You have to be like, okay, what's things I want to prioritize it, and like not have to
Yeah.
be really picky. Like, okay, if this doesn't get me like 2, 3 episodes, which I mean I always did that, but it's like it has to really get me. I'm not gonna just waste my time because I have other things to do. I can't just be worried about, oh, I'm gonna watch a show just to watch a show. So I know a lot of people's time, they're not just gonna waste it when there's so many options out there.
What is your comfort movie?
Showgirls.
Showgirls?
Not really.
I
Not
know.
really. The Goonies for sure.
I'd say anything John Hughes.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree with that
yeah,
one. Yeah.
A lot of pretty much any John Hughes movie you can kind of throw on. And
I think
specifically, probably mine for me, I'd say probably, I don't know, for whatever reason, just like growing up, it was on so many times. So I've probably seen it the most was Breakfast Club.
Mhm.
Just like, yeah, encompasses all of John Hughes all into one movie. Like he's got everything in there.
Oh, Goodfellas?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
That's fine. Yeah.
yeah,
I
exactly.
was expecting to like give you a
That was
thumbs
just
up.
obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just will assume, manifest in our minds that the answer is that.
Yeah, of course. Goodfellas here, Back to the
Back to the
Future.
Future.
I mean, I could watch any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever. Yes, those are a given.
Oh, you know.
The Dark Knight. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I still remember being in the theater and just the premiere. I got like a cup and a T-shirt, and I'm like, I just knew I was a part of history that night. And I'm not even kidding. I could be at like a bar or something, and they have the Dark Knight playing on the TV up in the corner, and I will actually watch the movie. I did that before, even though I don't hear the sound or anything. But I love that movie.
Oh, you know the screenplay. You know it in your head.
Yeah.
I actually have a book with the script.
Oh, you do? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I love that movie so much. Another one, Anchorman is my favorite comedy. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one grew on me. I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me.
Yeah, I could see why some people wouldn't like it. The sequel, I was kind of iffy on, but the first one
I was the
liked.
same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
I like it. It's good.
then I love the first Terminator movie. I've seen that 1 trillion times.
Mhm.
And those are my comfort movies. I have weird comfort movies, but those are my movies, honestly.
T2.
Well, here's the thing. T2 is the better action movie, but that first Terminator movie really is a horror movie. He's like a slasher. So
Yeah.
I actually prefer that tone
Yeah.
more than the sci-fi and the action. Even though T2 is one of my favorite movies, but I just
Yeah.
prefer the horror vibe.
Yeah,
And I
that's-
wish they would go back to that horror vibe.
Yeah, my friend's waiting for them to do a movie about the war when you actually see the machines and because they kind of, with
Yeah.
what was it the one with Bale?
Salvation.
Yeah, that was the beginning of, but
Mhm.
then it never happened.
Mm.
Honestly, Salvation, I like that movie. I know a lot of people don't because the director is Mick G or whatever, but that movie failed to do what the last two Terminator movies did. It progressed the story. You may not like the direction, but at least it did progress the story. And I really wish we would have gotten the future fight or something it was called that Mick G had planned, but I hated Genesis and I did not like Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both
Genesis
bad.
was terrible. Oh my god, I remember seeing
Uh,
that movie with the kids at camp and everyone hated it. They hated it. Like, why would you take us to this?
Oh man.
Even Terminator 3, I remember being a kid and I got the video game and the McFarlane action figures and
I like Terminator 3.
yeah. And remember what he said in Terminator 3? He said, eventually, I kill you. The Terminator kills John Connor, which I like that because it shows you're ending it the way you started it. So that means somewhere back around, he becomes the villain again. So they can go back to that horror vibe, but that ship has sailed. They're not going to do any of that.
the Rocky movies or some more I could think of. Yeah, Karate Kid, those kind of movies.
Good choice.
A horror movie, Logan, for you? You just did coming of age stories. Surprised you don't have a horror movie in there.
Oh, Lost Boys, of course.
Okay.
And my favorite. That and Halloween. Comfort for me. I mean, Lost Boys is so flamboyant, but it's a perfect movie for me.
Who directed that one?
Joel Schumacher.
Yes,
That's
Schumacher, yeah.
that's why it's so gay, and that's why I love it.
Be one of us, Michael. Let me fuck you, Michael.
I remember Schumacher was talking about casting. He's like, I want some young, hot-looking models that are going to play vampires, and he's probably, making out with them or whatever behind the scenes.
He must say Michael every 10 seconds.
What am I, Michael? Michael, how do they taste, Michael? Michael.
You should have said Michael.
Hey, it's Mike. Call me Mike. Call me Big Mike.
Logan, you actually remind me, the company NECA that does action figures, they're putting out another Lost Boys series. It's been a few years since they've done it.
Really?
Yeah, just different figures from the movie and whatnot.
Holy shit, I need that. Yeah, I think Sideshow Collectibles, they build the big, figurines or whatever you want to call it, but they have a Lost Boys one out there that I want to get. It's like a few $100.
Are they remaking that? Or they're never going to touch that?
Nothing ever came of that.
And they tried, and then they were gonna do a CW show. It was gonna be a CW show.
Well, that's what it was.
And then it fell apart, I think, because of the pandemic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I love my favorite kinds of movies are comedies. So, what I think if the ones I gravitate towards are ones I guess I grew up on, but the stuff I watched more in high school, or whatever was used to be on Comedy Central. So I like some of the I love a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Even the ones that come out now, I'm very he's somebody I'm a big apologist for. Genuinely, I have a lot of fun watching a lot of his stuff. I don't know, there's a lot of them that some I'm not as into. I think I mentioned it before, but I do really enjoy a lot of Sandler movies, like Happy Gilmore. That one used to be my favorite one.
Yeah.
I don't know now what it is now. It changes. Big Daddy. I was very into Big Daddy at one point. That was one of the first DVDs I got. That and Happy Gilmore. So I was really into those. What else? Some of the I mean the dramas I like, but the comedies are the ones I watch the most. me see what else do I see. I've seen one that grew on me, and it's on Comedy Central. That's I like You Don't Mess with the Zohan. For some reason, I watched that. I just stopped watching in parts, and I just have to stop doing whatever I'm doing. Like, or I'm doing something, I put it on in the background, and when he's kicking the guy with his feet, or like.
I quote that movie if someone's talking about something and it's favorable, like, oh, this could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Armando that he's doing a Netflix movie with his daughters?
I heard about it. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but
I saw a trailer the other day.
But I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I'll watch it too.
Yeah. No, I even like the stuff he produced. Like I genuinely don't hate any. Like there's a few that I'll say I'm not as crazy about, but like anytime I watched the thing the other day on it was like something I recorded on like CNN where they gave him like a Mark Twain award, and it just reminded me, oh yeah, all these movies that I like that I grew up watching. Like Anger Management, I watched that movie so much because we had cable, and for some reason I always remember when they were singing from West Side Story, they sung "I Feel Pretty."
So pretty,
that was like their way of like getting the frustration on. They're like Goose Fraba, and then he was like, "Oh, you got to retard that anger." And then Adam Sandler was like, "Retarded? I got the anger. It's already retarded. I'm retarded. I retarded the anger."
I like the part in the restaurant where he goes to dinner with two porn stars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you see this couple basically just eating dinner, and like Sandler and the two porn stars walk past.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
The wife is like, "Oh my god, it's Sandy and Candy," and the husband's like,
"Oh
what?"
yeah,
like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I think the waiter. I remember he has a part like, "Oh, would you like a boobs? I mean, boof." I remember that.
Did you like Chuck and Larry also?
That one I haven't watched. I like it. It's not my favorite one, but I like it. It's good. Yeah,
I remember Ving Rhames having badass tattooed on his ass in the shot.
Ving Rhames was awesome in that movie. I loved him.
Yeah, yeah.
Too many drops the facade of being a tough guy.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, your boyfriend is your guy is really sexy, and Santa's like, oh, that's my man. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything, and yeah.
Yeah, I was also really into I miss like the Apatow movies. I used to love like getting that was what like physical media was for a while, like getting those unrated things, and then I would get like those 2-disc things, and then when they went to Blu-ray, I would watch like a bunch of those because also they were like on Comedy Central all the time, so I would just leave the TV on there.
I thought his last one was awful.
That movie was that's the first one I think of all of them. Yeah, I don't know what he was
the last movie.
The Bubble. It was about all the actors. Everyone's in it. Karen Gillian's in it. Pedro Pascal.
Maria Bakalova is in it.
I didn't see that one.
It was on Netflix, but you don't have to. It's not great. You don't have to. But like everything before that, I'm very much into. Like I thought, like the 40-Year-Old Virgin, Super Bad. I saw like a lot of those in the theater. I'd wait for the DVD to watch them. Like I think I saw Superbad in the theater with my mom because my mom wanted to see it. Like that's how good the marketing was. Like she's like, we gotta go see Superbad, and like that was
I rented it from Blockbuster. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what else did we see? We saw because I know it's also Apatow. Step Brothers. We saw in the theater. My mom and
I watched that.
I saw them in the theater.
Yeah.
I saw that at the theater.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mix.
Do you like Sandler's serious stuff, Armando, or no?
No, I like it. I think as a kid I was not into it, but like Punch Drunk Love, that was when I watched it as a kid, I was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, this is weird. And then as I grew into it, I did enjoy it. Like when I got like more into movies and like high school, I was like, oh, this is an amazing movie. But yeah, no, his serious stuff is good. Uncut Gems was great. I thought he was really great with that.
Does he Rain on Me?
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's a good one too.
That's a really, really weird one. Like it's good. He's really good in it, but it's very heavy stuff. I think people give that movie like too much of a I think people were harder on it than they should have been. I think that movie is like I really like how like sincere it is about like because I knew what it was about like the 9/11 stuff, but I think they handled it well. But I know people are like, oh, it's him trying so hard to be dramatic, and he's trying. It's so phony. Like I remember it was like I remember like kind of excited to see that, and then like I didn't see it at the time in the theater, but I was like, oh, when it comes to DVD, I was like, no, this is actually a better movie than people were saying it was. But yeah, his serious stuff, Kevin, I do like too. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, so that's perfect segue. Like, who's a serious actor or actress you want to like see do something crazy and zany?
Leo.
Leo?
I know he kind of did some comedic stuff with Wall Street, but I'd love to see him do a zany comedy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with she's always it's an actress and she's always doing like depressing stuff. She just did something on Broadway. She did the I forgot what the Dollhouse. I like to see Jessica Chastain do like a Sandler movie. Like I think she should. Yeah. She's like a great actress, but all her projects are really depressing sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember she hosted SNL, and I remember her being good in that.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. Like she should do more stuff. Yeah, exactly. I think because it's kind of now that you can remind me, like someone who's always in like depressing stuff or like very dramatic stuff. I think Sydney Sweeney should be in something really fun, like a goofy.
I know she's gonna do something with Glenn Powell.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think next year or something is romantic comedy or something. Yeah, which I mean.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I think it's the guy who did Easy A or something. That movie with Emma Stone. Like it could be funny. I mean, I hope it's good. Cause she's a good actress. I would like her to do something funnier.
Yeah, one actor who's a serious actor. He's usually intense, and he did a really good comedic job. Was Michael Shannon in the movie? But I always forget the name. It's a holiday movie with
the night before.
Yeah. He was the dealer.
Yeah. He was really hilarious in that. Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't take Jesus Christ's name in vain like that.
That was a fun one.
Huh.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, so Chastain's my pick. Yeah,
I'd love to see Christian Bale, Leo, and Johnny Depp in a Judd Apatow movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
just something out of their normal role. I would just love to see them just go buck wild with it and just have fun.
It's a good one.
And the funny thing is, I had Jessica Chastain too, and that's what I was gonna say too. But I think Julia Garner would be good in a comedy because she was hilarious on Ozark. But like I kind of like to see like her do like just a straight comedy.
I would too. I like her.
Like she's always good. She's just always in stuff that's like really heavy. Like Ozark, she's hilarious in, but and like it just made me think, oh yeah, she should do more stuff like that.
If she was good she got interviewed by Fallon, and she was funny.
Mm-hmm. I'll look for that.
Yeah, look, yeah.
Yeah.
They play a game where I think I've talked about it, but they play the game where they switched the dialogue and they had her do dialogue as Ruth, but the dialogue was from that Netflix show she did. When she was the
Anna, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Inventing Anna.
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah, definitely check that out. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Yeah, just send it to me. Yeah, I do that though. Sometimes, Kevin. Like, I think I don't know how it got started, but sometimes because like sometimes there's nothing to watch, I'll like watch like Seth Meyers clips or like Fallon stuff just to do it because I'm like I just want to see somebody talk. Like I saw Matthew Reese the other day. That's and we'll get back to it. But he was on talking about Perry Mason, and he was just like, how has it been on that show? And he was just like, oh no, I don't know what I'm saying half of the time. They just give me the lines, and I'm like the stupidest person on that show. They give me a scene, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm always lost.
And for me, I have my cousin and we were talking about Sicario the other day, so I thought Benicio del Toro.
That would be a good one for sure. Yeah.
Has he done anything?
Fear and Loathing?
I know he was in a romantic comedy that I saw years ago called Excess Baggage with Alicia Silverstone. Yeah. That was he was kind of funny in that. He's just more weird than like And Inherent Vice, he was kind of funny in. I can think
But
of
that's my pick. But I also thought Forrest Whitaker. Has he done any
Yeah,
comedies?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's so yeah.
should do.
I mean,
Yeah,
good actor.
yeah. I can see that. He hosted SNL too, like years ago. I think I should watch that one. I have all the episodes of SNL, like most of it, saved somewhere because I'm like, and I don't even watch the episodes. I just watch the sketch I want to watch, and then I'm like, I just watch it on my laptop. I'm like, okay, yeah.
I don't know. I'll just throw one out there. Gary Oldman. Be cool to see
He
him do
needs,
like a
yeah. That
really
man is,
comedic
yeah.
role
He needs to
because
do,
he can do everything else.
yeah.
Figure he could do that too.
Yeah, because he's always like, oh, he's a respected thespian kind of guy.
Right.
He should do stuff like that more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting older now, so maybe like he could play kind of like the bumbling grandpa type that
Yeah,
De Niro started
and
playing. You know what I mean?
yeah, he's English, and it was
Mhm.
summertime. He missed a chance. He could have been one of the old people, like because Maggie Smith. I think she only had one movie this year. He missed a chance. He could have been like a bumbling grandpa that like,
Yeah.
oh, with we can't get enough of your stuff, and then he farts or something. I don't know. They always do something really obnoxious, and
Right.
then it's like, oh, you teach us all the lessons despite all your farting, and then it makes like $2 million, and it's a hit because like old people wanted to see it or something.
Right.
I got it. Gary Oldman and Rebel Wilson. You mean I have to be with this movie? It's like a buddy comedy thing. Like
There you
that movie
go.
with Zach Galifianakis and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah. Due date, yeah. Or,
Yeah,
was it Due Date?
we're gonna get that. That's gonna be a hit now. You got to sell it to Sony
Yeah.
Pictures Classics or Fox Searchlight Focus Features, and you're gonna get a hit next year.
No,
Hey,
it has to be a
Armando, you
Hulu
didn't say-
original because Hulu's the best.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, Hulu. Yeah, Fox Searchlight. Yeah, you have to come to Hulu. I'm gonna talk to Hulu, and we're gonna get this deal set up. Yeah, it's gonna be the #1 movie on Hulu. Talk to me tomorrow.
What movie had an interesting or out of the box premise but fell flat?
Oh, that was an easy one for me. Downsizing. I remember watching that and I wanted to like it so badly, but I just thought it was boring.
I
I
got
kind of like that movie now. Like I don't hate it, but it's not great. But I understand your issues with everybody who says that. I understand it though. It's not what you
Yeah,
expect.
I love the concept though.
Yeah. It just becomes more of a social issue drama kind of thing. Like, oh, these poor people, we gotta help them. But yeah, I wanted to see more shrinking too. So I mean, I agree. It's a really good concept. It just becomes a different movie. Honestly, the one that I can think of right now, and it's not a good movie. I'm entertained by it, but I think that John Travolta Gotti movie, if it was made by like an actually good like group of people, I kind of think that movie would actually work. Like it would be a
E from Entourage.
would even yeah, I know what
Yeah.
happened. That what a surprise that some
Yeah.
guy that was on a TV show so many years and had no experience just somehow did not make that work. What a
who directed it?
Kevin Connolly.
surprise.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
New York is the greatest fucking city in the world. You're never going to see another one like it unless you live to be 5,000.
A little over the top.
Yeah. And the thing is, I read like stuff like because I used to go to the gym in the morning. So like when that movie was coming out, he was going on all these shows. Like I'm like, oh, I was with the Gotti family. I was meeting the friends and the family, and I was like, oh, this might be like his comeback role. This is gonna be the thing that is really gonna be like, he's gonna be like how Nicolas Cage is now, where now he's kind of back in grace with people, and then you see that movie and you're like. He's the only one in that movie that's trying. And then that whole movie is like a mess because it's all over the place. The timeline is here, timeline is there. The music choices are really horrible. I mean, it's a scene is believing to me to watch, but I don't know. Like that was one where I was like, they had something and there was potential. And I'm not even mad about it. Like it's a fascinating movie to watch, but at the same time, I'm always like, it really that was something that it really should. It was so. I feel like in the right hands, it really should have been an easier like thing to really approach, and they really missed it with that one.
I'm gonna go with Suburbicon. George
I kind
Clooney
of like
did it. Yeah.
I kind of like that movie too. I don't. It's not great, but I kind of liked it. It's a mess
Yeah, I was
though.
gonna say I kind of liked it too.
You
Yeah,
liked it?
yeah.
A little
I mean,
bit, yeah.
it's not a great movie, but when I watched it on like Amazon, so like the expectations when you watch something on TV is different. But
Yeah,
I
same
didn't
here.
hate it though. I don't know.
He was trying to be
Coen
I don't
Brothers.
know, I just yeah, the Coen brothers, yeah. But
Yeah.
well, he's worked with them before, so I can see why he was heavily inspired by them, but
hmm
maybe they should have just directed the movie.
Yeah, because they wrote it, and then it was like a script that was just around, and then I think
Yeah.
nobody wanted to touch it, and then Clooney was like, "Okay, I'll do it."
Yeah, two I could think of A24 flicks, actually. Alex Garland's Men.
Huh.
Great setup. Ending
I
was
hate that
fucking
movie.
ending was fucking stupid. And then Ari Aster's Beau is Afraid. Way too long. And yeah,
Mhm.
did not like it.
Way too long. Yeah, I didn't watch your
Yeah.
and I saw you guys reviewed it, but
Yeah, it just was super boring and long.
did you pause it? Or did
Yes.
I had it sit in the theater 3 hours.
I watched it
Oh.
for two days. I split it up in about an hour and a half. I couldn't
That
sit
movie
through.
should have been an hour 45 to two
Did you-
hours. That's it.
Did you feel like you aged like in the theater watching it? That's how I felt after watching it and I paused it. Like, damn.
Feel the
this
back
is-
of my head because I was rolling my eyes the entire time without having to.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It was good to see Parker Posey, you know.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
actress, you know, you go back to the conversation before.
hmm
She didn't get bigger, Parker Posey.
I wanted to see Beau is Afraid, but that was another one where it was like it was indie, so like it was only here for like a few weeks, and I didn't get a chance to see it. But like I'm curious because everybody is so up and down with that movie, you know.
It's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting.
it's
Just,
way
you
out
know,
there. It's way out there, like A24 does. But
Yeah, because I loved Miss. I know everybody was mixed on Midsommar, but like I really really enjoyed that movie.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it hit me in the right mood. I guess at the time I was like, okay, this is really doing it for me.
yeah, same here. I liked that in Hereditary.
Yeah.
But this one didn't work for me.
I think every director, like auteurs, you know, they got to have that one or two where it's like, this didn't do it. Like where you get all your stuff. I was like from what I get the impression, I didn't see it, but it feels like that's the one where it was like, oh, he got the freedom to do the stuff
Oh,
he
yeah, no, he definitely
wanted to do, and that's either like it can go anyway, you know.
It's like that, you know, that movie makes me think of the quote from Jurassic Park that Jeff Goldblum says.
Oh, you thought about you never thought about you always thought that you could what is it you never thought that you always thought that could do it. You never thought about if you should, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last topic is the actor transformation. What's a memorable one?
Tom
Oh.
Cruise in Tropic Thunder.
Yes, Les Grossman.
Yeah.
That was
That's awesome
like we
one.
were I was
Top
laughing
one.
so hard
Yeah.
in the theater for that.
Talk
Yeah.
about Christian Bale, the machinist.
hmm Christian Bale, like half of his films, really.
Yeah.
The Fighter, yeah. Any of
Jared
the,
Leto. Yeah.
yeah. Vice, yeah.
Yeah.
Any of those.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. supposed to get fat for Oppenheimer or something? And then I don't remember there was a part in that, but I remember there were scenes in that where he was supposed to be fat or something. Like on like the tabloid
Really? I
stuff.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, there was like early stuff where he was like in like fat mate. No, he didn't. He got fat. Like he didn't put a suit on. He like gained weight apparently for that movie. And then there was like all these set pics, and like I don't know what happened because in the movie I didn't see any of it, but it was a thing I remember like early when they were filming it. I remember seeing stuff about it.
That was actually my choice. I was just gonna say everyone in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, you could see that.
Emily Blunt had like prosthetics here, right? I don't know. Emily Blunt looked all off in that movie.
She might have. I mean,
He might have.
Not, but like she looked different. I don't know. Her face looked fuller.
Yeah. At the end, when she's obviously a lot older.
Oh, in the beginning too, when she's younger, when she meets him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see a whole spin-off movie of just Emily Blunt's character just getting wasted. I don't know, but then I also realized that's also another movie called Under the Volcano, and I think that's kind of the same thing. Just get it, someone getting wasted somewhere. I don't know.
I got Charlize Theron.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Monster. Yeah.
That was
Unrecognizable in
Yeah.
that role.
Mhm.
so goddamn good in that movie.
Brendan Fraser, the whale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I just have to throw in Heath Ledger, the Joker.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a lot of hate when they were like, "Oh, this pretty boy is gonna play the Joker," and like,
Mhm.
you killed it.
I don't think
Right.
any of the five of us thought that.
No, I didn't care. I was
Hell
like,
no.
I wasn't like, oh my god, he's gonna be terrible. I was like, let's see.
No, I was
I was-
excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching
Oh,
like
yeah.
all of his like Australian movies, like before that movie came out. So I was
Mhm.
like, knew it was indie work. I'm like, he's gonna do great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing before they announced he was Joker, he was nominated for Brokeback.
Mhm.
He was in the one that Halle Berry won the award for.
Monsters Ball.
Good in Monsters Ball. And I thought he was a very convincing California surfer in The Lords of Dogtown.
Yeah, he was great in that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy got it. He'll be a good Joker. And I don't see Heath Ledger in that movie besides the point where Batman's holding him in the interrogation room. And then
Yeah.
that's the only time I see Heath Ledger's likeness, I guess.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Good one. That was a good one.
I just thought about. I only saw it once, but what about when they tried to make everybody Asian in that movie Cloud Atlas? And Tom Hanks played an Asian guy. He also played a black guy. I think he said the N word as a black guy. Halle Berry was an Asian woman in it. I think at one point. They did some really weird stuff in that movie. And
I love that movie.
I
it's a
still have
great
never
movie.
watched it. Wow.
Really?
I need to
Oh.
watch it. No.
It's really good. It's
I
really,
love that
really
movie.
good. It's worth the watch.
That movie came out when up in New York we
Mhm.
lost power because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the fall.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like November.
Yeah.
I saw it like twice in that week.
Mhm.
3 hours too. And
Yeah.
what's his name? Hugh Grant's in it too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
At least a Native American scene.
Yeah, he does. I forgot about
Hugh Grant's showing up in
Wow.
everything.
that.
Another recent one, Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Real
Yeah.
cool.
Good
Yeah.
one.
Richard
I mean,
Kind.
obviously just prosthetics, but just his whole overall performance was cool.
I can't wait for that show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
the Max show. Yeah. What about Mia Goth in X when she played the old lady in X?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
She literally I found it like months later. I was like, who's that? And then I was like, I literally thought that was like some old like veteran actress. Because the voice didn't even sound like her. It sounded I was like, no, that's just some lady that Ty West found somewhere. And it's like, no, they said it. And the makeup was so good. I was like, that's not and no, it's like, no, that's her in like makeup.
I want Mia Goth to go far. I think she's very good. I know I said it before, but she's my choice for Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Matt Reeves,
I
the
agree with that.
Batman, or the new DCU, or
Man,
whatever.
that'd be cool. Yeah. I was reading off a list, and I'll just throw a couple of these out there for you. Tom Hardy as Al Capone, the farting shit the bed. That's on this list. And let's see. Oh, for Kev, Jessica Chastain as Tammy Faye Baker. Would you agree with that?
Mhm.
I like that performance, but that transfer, I still saw Jessica Chastain. with
Okay.
that makeup. Yeah,
Yeah.
good performance.
Every time I see that Jessica Chastain that makeup, I always remember that album cover with David Byrne in St. Vincent, where they had the weird chins. If anybody remembers that.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Every time
Oh, and Glenn Close in Hook.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, I
She's
forgot
going
all
to get
about
thrown into that chest with the scorpions.
that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I
Oh, you
didn't know
didn't know,
that.
Logan? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Wow.
close.
Now, if
It
you
looks
know-
like Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow,
Yeah, now you see it.
I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the movie 100 times before knowing that, and like I never noticed it. But as soon as someone points it out, I'm like, yeah, that's going close.
Huh. More you know.
Still watching The Bear.
Yeah.
And Better Call Saul is getting really good.
Where are you? In
First
Mhm.
season.
Okay.
This upcoming week is my last week for summer school. Then I have like 2 weeks off, so I plan to like just zip through all of it.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
it keeps getting better. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael McKean, the brother, was in the hospital.
Okay. I think I remember.
Yeah, that was a good
Mhm.
episode.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Archer because the last season starts.
The last season, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
And did anyone see Skinamarink?
You know what? They
Yeah.
have Skinamarink right now. I just saw it. Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you. See, Mr. Hulu, Kevin. He's gonna be so happy.
It's on Hulu now. Sweet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Skinamarink's on Hulu. I saw it the other day.
What'd you think?
I was not crazy about that. Like, it was not for me, but
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
was-
So
Yeah.
it's very ASMR. I heard.
yeah, I'm not. I think
That's-
that's my
yeah.
thing. I'm not. It's not for me, but
Did you watch it with
doesn't-
headphones on?
No, I went to I saw it in the theater.
Someone told me you
Oh.
should watch that in the pitch black with headphones on.
I mean, I can. Yeah, I mean, I'll try. I'll see if I can do that. But, okay.
What else? Oh yeah, I got tickets for New York City IMAX for Oppenheimer. Finally,
Oh,
Awesome.
IMAX, nice.
yeah, because that was sold out until they just expanded the release for IMAX, and it's going to the first because the Equalizer takes IMAX spot once the first I think it comes out.
Mm.
I'll let you guys know. It's gonna be like I can't wait because I know the parks are gonna utilize the IMAX really well.
Yeah.
I'm watching Justified. They brought back Justified. That's
How was it?
Me too, Armando. Yeah, that's
okay,
good.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. It's not. I don't know if I love it, but I'm enjoying it so far. Like what they're doing with the story.
Same. Yeah, it's cool seeing Raylan outside of, the deep south and in the
Mhm.
city. I don't
Yeah.
know if I like it as much as their regular series, but yeah, it's been
I think-
interesting.
It really showed. Like, I know they finished the Boyd Crowder storyline, but
Mm-hmm.
it really shows like Walton Goggins. Like, he was a really like big part of what made that show really enjoyable. But
Yes, he was.
yeah, but like it's good. It's doing its thing. Like it's about I think there's like 3 episodes left.
Mhm.
I liked it. I'm enjoying it. I watch it with my mom. Like that's one of those like good like kind of cases. Well, not really case of the week, but like those kind of detective shows that's always like dependable to watch and it's always entertaining.
And Boyd Holbrook's the villain again.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
plays a villain and everything lately.
Yeah, he does.
It does.
So he's like the
Yeah,
same
that's
one,
true.
really. He's just like
Yeah.
this prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. I watched. I got into Justified like very late. Like it was already done. So like when I watched it, I was like, oh, I was like surprised that he was coming back. And then like it's I think it still keeps like the same tone. Like they're not like it didn't change. It's not as good as the original, but I do think it still keeps you like interested in what's going on every week. And
Mhm.
like the in Boyd Holbrook, he's good as the villain. Like you really don't like he's very punchable on that show, like in everything. So like it really works for that role.
At one time, Quentin Tarantino was like involved with it and was going to
Yeah, I
direct
heard about
a
that.
couple episodes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to do that, and then
Yeah.
which that would have been interesting to see because I know he did like an Elmore Leonard thing in the past, like with Jackie Brown. So it would have been interesting to see. But yeah, but so far like it's good.
Yeah. I like Timothy Oliphant in that role.
Yeah.
He's really good. Yeah, he just slid right back into the role.
Yeah, no, his daughter. I was surprised when his daughter showed up on the show. Like apparently that's his actual daughter.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't know that. Wow.
I think she's not the greatest actress, but I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's nice that she's see,
Yeah.
I was always interesting to see like the parent, like if someone's dad and the daughter or the father son, that kind of stuff is always fun to see. It adds kind of an authenticity to it, you know. Yeah,
For sure. Feels real.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
it
no,
is.
I'm enjoying it. I think my mom really likes it because every week she's like, "Is this one of the shows that got stopped because of the strike?" I'm like, "No, it's not. It's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it." And
It's in
then,
the can.
Yeah, exactly. But it's good. Like if anybody hasn't watched it, watch it. If you don't have cable, it's also on Hulu. So watch it on Hulu.
That's right. In case you forgot.
Yeah.
Don't be sleeping on Hulu.
Exactly.
This podcast is paid for by Hulu.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get a very, very positive letter now tomorrow from Mr. Hulu. I'm gonna let him know how the show went.
Boys, we're gonna pick you up for a brand new series on Hulu for 15 seasons.
Yeah. You know what I watched last one. I went through because I'm running out of shows, but I watched Gilmore Girls, all of Gilmore Girls on Netflix. I don't know if anybody's watched that, but
No.
no.
I do like Lauren Graham though.
Yeah, my mom like Lauren Graham, she likes another stuff. I know like on this show she's like, oh my god, this woman's so annoying. To be like Lorelai is the most annoying person. She's like, oh my god, I can't stay. I can't see how anybody could deal with that woman because like the way they write the character is very like eccentric. Like it's got a very specific style to it. But I enjoy that show. Like for a network show, it's very funny. Like and then Sean Gunn was in it, like James Gunn's brother. He's really funny in it. And he's like this guy named Kirk, and he's like the guy that has all the jobs in the town. So he's really funny in it. I mean, I don't know, it's good. And then I watched the miniseries too. So that the Netflix thing that they did. So I finished that. I'm not watching those are the major things. Riverdale's about to finish. I watched that because I need to finish it. Like at this point, I don't know I don't even follow it for the story. I'm just like whatever you do. My brain, I'm like I just tell my brain I have a conversation. I say we're not even gonna try to think about the logic. You just let it wash over you. Because
Armando.
What?
Armando, remember they're in high school.
Yeah.
55?
Somehow they're in 1955 high school, and I'm supposed
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought, are they gonna solve that? And there's time travel. I was like, are they gonna resolve it? It's like the show's just not even. They're like, we're not even gonna acknowledge.
It just went off the fucking rails.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I stayed watching, but the rails left like.
Do they have superpowers now?
What's going on?
Do they have superpowers in Riverdale?
They last season, Kevin, they did. You got to keep up. They last season they had superpowers. Archie was like super strong. I think Veronica had like a thing where if she touched people with her lips could kill or something at one point.
There's like devil worshipping and a bunch of other shit. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with the original comic strip?
They just stop fucking carrying and just going crazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're watching it too.
Yeah. Isn't it Logan? You said your wife watches it?
I watch it too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm caught up. Except the last season, I need to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that show at this point I don't watch it for the you can't watch it with the you just watch it for like whatever insane thing they do, you know. But
I like how it started as that cool like Pacific Northwest show, teen drama, and then it turned like Fast and the Furious and a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Throughout the 7 seasons.
Yeah, and then there was season 2 was really amazing because there was one episode where they literally just rip off Arrow. Someone literally has like an arrow, but it's not a green arrow, it's like a red arrow. And they're like, they even play the music, and I was like, what am I watching? Because this is a masterpiece. But and then I don't know, after that, like season 2, I feel like they did a lot of insane stuff, and then it was still entertaining, but like the rails are gone so far, so like it's like they don't know what to do anymore. But I don't know. In a way, I'm gonna miss it when it's gone because it's like it literally is like no show that's on right now. It's just crazy stuff they keep throwing. So I don't know. And what else? Oh, I this is a movie I watched. I had never seen it before. I finally watched. It's not usually my type of movie, but I watched The Hunt for Red October. Yes, last night.
Great flick. Great flick, man.
Yeah, I had never seen it because that's not usually my type of movie. But like sometimes I'm like, I got like Showtime, so I was like, let me see what this is like. But that's a really good movie. I enjoyed that.
Is that Gene Hackman that's in that one? I'm trying to remember now.
No, that's Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin. Yep. Yeah, I like that. And then it's a lot of shows I either going out and then some are coming back. I haven't caught up with anything new, but I know Winning Time. Has anybody watched Winning Time yet? I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Yeah, I
It
need
was
to catch
good.
up.
It's a good show. I like how it really looks like it's from the 70s. I like how they shoot it.
Yeah, that part is really
The
cool.
music's great. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we should do like when we catch up, we should do that video.
Yeah, let's do the whole season.
Yeah,
Once
because
the
we're
season's done.
because we got to do the Max thing. We got to keep up with Max.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
We'll do that. Sounds
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
we just watched Twisted Metal. Anybody else watch that on
I didn't
Peacock?
see it.
That's pretty
I didn't
cool.
see it yet. Not yet. I have Peacock.
Definitely, it's fun. It's worth watching.
Yeah.
We had a lot
we
of fun
both enjoyed it. A lot of 90s nostalgia and a great soundtrack, good performances. Silly, but fun.
And what else? Oh, we finished The Witcher.
Hmm.
The
Awful.
last Henry Cavill episodes. Yeah, it didn't
Awful.
really do him any justice. Didn't
Yeah.
send him off on a high note.
No, definitely not.
So-
They're forgettable. Don't waste your time.
And then, yeah.
Secret Invasion. Yeah, we watched that too and reviewed that. Didn't really
Mhm.
care for that either. It's kind of boring.
Oh, I hated that show. I
Yeah.
hated it.
Ending was stupid as hell too.
Yeah.
What?
With them-
You guys are supposed to be like, this is great. You're the
Mhm.
guys I depend on for this
Yeah.
stuff. So it's
No,
not worth watching
it
at
was
all.
No,
Okay.
that's bad.
It's actually
Yes.
worse than bad. In my opinion,
Yeah.
the worst reaction is when you don't have a reaction. I was just like, meh, and I don't care about anything, which is worse than being bad. It
Wow.
was really
Yeah, the CGI is terrible. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Gosh. For some reason, somebody gets superpowers. It's like all out of left field, and you don't believe it. And yeah, it's
and I don't like to say stuff like this, but I think everything that Amelia Clark is in is bad. Like she's a curse. Like everything she's in is either bad or lackluster.
No, Game of Thrones. She was awesome.
Yeah, but that was Game of
After
Thrones.
After Game of Thrones. Yeah, true. Yeah. That is true.
Terminator. The Solo movie. What else? Just the Secret Invasion. It's just
The
a trend.
Terminator
constantly.
movie. She was in that Terminator,
Mhm.
wasn't she?
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah,
Fate.
Genesis.
Yeah,
or
she
whatever.
played Sarah.
Yeah.
She was in that rom com that was shitty too. So
With Sam Clafton. Yeah. that
yeah, there you go.
we all know about, but nobody watched.
Yeah.
I liked her. The only thing I can remember her from was she was on an episode of Futurama, and because Zoidberg stunk too much, and she fell in love with him because she's like, "Oh, my nose doesn't work," and then she's like, "I'm in love with you," and stuff like that. I remember that. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know. I can't say anything else about her as an actress, but
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't like what they did with Rhodey in the show either.
oh, I heard
That
about
was
that.
stupid.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, and I was like, "You are this." Nothing that I heard on Twitter because I'm like chronically online. I was like, "Let me see what happens," and I wasn't even asking. It was just stuff would pop up. Nobody was like, "Hey, this is the best episode. You got to catch up," and that's usually what happens with these Marvel shows. But I don't know. This one, I guess, is like the kids say. What is it that it's in its flop era? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just absolutely silly.
The whole
I'm
season
checking out
was sus.
Dark Side of the Ring. Oh,
I think
I don't know if
really,
anybody watches that.
No.
which one?
Uh,
Which one now did you say?
Dark Side of the Ring. It's a wrestling show that when they
Oh,
talk about like
I have no. My
Ultimate
mom
Fights.
watches it. She's watched some of it. I don't watch it, but
well,
she'll.
even if you're not into like wrestling, it's fun stories. Like Shawn Michaels' old tag team partner Marty Jannetty got into a
Mhm.
fist fight with the hooker.
shit.
So they just talk about like crazy wrestling stories.
I'd
Apparently,
expect nothing less.
Marty Jannetty took a cop's motorcycle and he's like, "Hey, let me get on the motorcycle. Let me get on the motorcycle." And he didn't know how to ride the motorcycle, so he crashed the motorcycle inside a hotel lobby and actually ran somebody over. So I'm like, just
Jeez.
wild wrestling stories like that.
Wow. No wonder Sean went solo, huh?
But I'm watching
Did it
that.
show like Owen Hart, the dark side of that, like when he died in the
Yeah.
ring? Yeah.
Yeah, they had that too.
Damn.
But I'm catching up on it. It's a good show. And Bob actually kind of introduced it to me. And I'm watching this documentary on Pennywise.
Oh,
the
yeah,
making
how is
of the
that?
first
Cool.
movie. It's pretty good so far. I like it. They're kind of talking about stuff we already knew, but like it's fun to I just like seeing Tim Curry, honestly, in that role.
Yeah.
But I'm watching that and I'm gonna, as far as movies go, I'm gonna check out. I wanted to check out The Haunted Mansion, but I don't think I will. Maybe the vampire movie, Dracula. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna see Strays. I'm gonna check that
Yeah,
out.
that looks entertaining.
Nice.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
Like an
like
old school type of comedy.
yeah, like not great or anything, but it's a movie you'll be like, yeah, I had a good time watching it. You know,
Yeah, like fast food cinema. But
exactly. Yeah,
and then Blue Beetle. I know I'm a DC guy, but that movie looks really bad. It looks like a superhero movie that would have been out in the 90s.
That's
It does.
Mhm.
I saw
That's
earlier
nasty.
reactions saying like it's gonna bring DC back. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Get outta
How much
here.
they got paid? That's something. ID, go investigate that. Those
I'm
people
like,
got paid to say that.
sure.
So,
But
for
but
real.
James Gunn said Blue Beetle is now the start of the new rebooted DC universe, and I'm
that's
like,
not.
that's
We'll
not true.
see
Because
Come
it
on.
depends on how well it does. If it's like a surprise sleeper hit, then then maybe that's the thing. But
Yeah, he's
no,
just
that
being
movie was
nice in
already
case
made.
it's successful.
That was made and shot in the canon before James Gunn was
Yeah.
even on board. So I'm
yeah,
like,
it was supposed to.
they're just
It was
making
supposed to
things
go
up.
to it was supposed to go to HBO Max too, like straight to
Mhm.
HBO Max. So that should tell you something.
Yeah.
And
We're
I want
gonna
to see
another
George
thing-
Lopez's hair in it though. He has like a mullet.
Yeah.
I saw in the
Yeah.
trailer.
we're gonna go see it next week, and my kid wants to see it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle is actually a newer hero. He debuted in 2006, but
Mhm.
literally no one cares about Blue Beetle. Even like comic fans are like, whatever.
Yeah. I know every time now I go to the theater, they really are trying to pander to the Latino audience. Like, and I am Latino, so and I see, I'm like, okay, I know what you guys are trying to do. They're like, oh, he's this new Latino character, and they even got like all the movie people. Like, if you go to like AMC, they have all these Latino people. Be like, oh, he's the new Latino character that you guys got to watch out for. So we're all excited for this Blue Beetle. And I'm like, I'll see it, but this movie looks like a movie I would watch at 2 a.m. on Friday when I was in high school, and I'll just be like, and then I'd probably like fall asleep halfway through it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it, but I'm just not expecting anything. It's
Yeah, same
no.
here. Yeah.
Well, at least our expectations are lowered enough. I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna.
Maybe we'll be
Get any
surprised.
worse.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, maybe.
And I'm gonna check out that Gal Gadot movie on Netflix. That's what I'm gonna
That's
definitely
good.
Heart of
watch.
Stone.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be a rip off of Mission Impossible, but I'll watch it.
Just turn the sound down on that one.
We forgot to mention. I just want to throw this in. What's his name? William Friedkin died. The guy did Exorcist. and-
Exorcist, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious. I've been showing clips online, like on Twitter, and it's just like all these like clips because that guy just did not care about anything. Like he had no filter. They were like, "Hey, William Friedkin, how do you feel about Al Pacino on Cruising? Because he has some issues with you." And he's like, "I don't give a fuck off a flying rolling donut what Pacino thinks."
That sucks. But he was old. He was almost 90, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely one of the greats. One thing I just finished The Crowded Room with Tom Holland. I could see why he quit acting. It was crazy.
Bad?
Yeah. No, it was a good show. Just what he went through for that role.
Yeah.
Playing this kid that has mental health issues. I don't want to give too much away about it, but it was really great. That's on Apple TV Plus. I think it was like 10 episodes. But
Amanda Seyfried's in that too, right?
yeah, she's like the psychologist.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll fuck with you. It's a drama, so it'll mess with your mind. But definitely really good. And I saw Talk to Me recently. We talked about that in the review. And the Beanie Bubble, we watched that too. That about the Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
Galifianakis and Elizabeth Banks. Yeah, not that good. Wasn't funny.
I started They Cloned Tyrone, but I haven't finished it yet. Anybody else see that?
No, not
I
yet.
watched it, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I actually like it. It's
Yeah.
I like it because it's mixing different genres. It's like a blaxploitation movie, a sci-fi movie. It's like
Mhm.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So I actually kind of dig it. I like it.
I liked John Boyega from the part that I watched. I probably watched a half hour of it. It was something different for him too, like a different role.
Yeah, and he's played kind of like that hood character from, remember,
Mhm.
Attack on the Block. So it reminded me
Right.
of that.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Another one that I watched recently, I forgot to mention, The Blackening. I watched that one. That was
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
that
that
was
too.
pretty funny. Pretty funny. I enjoyed it for the most part.
No, I think that's it. The Blackening was good. I liked it. I saw that in theaters. I forgot about that actually.
Who directed it? Tim Story, is that right? Tim Story?
Yeah,
Tim
yeah.
Story did that.
Okay. Yeah,
Fantastic Four and whatnot. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I liked what they did. I liked how they, went again, they played up all the stereotypes in the movies, with the black person always dying first and with the game board they found and stuff. And the killer was interesting. The characters, yeah, I like that cast too. It's good.
I thought it was a funny line when they were like, "Oh, who's the blackest here?" The nerdy guy's like, "I'm not the blackest. I mean, I never seen the movie Friday."
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, he was funny. Yeah, that's good.
Wasn't he Eddie Murphy's son in Coming to America?
I think so. Yeah. And then in the newer one, right?
Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. Think so. And then Sonequa, the other actor in that movie, was on White Men Can't Jump, the newer updated version.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, the Hulu one. That's
Uh-huh.
certainly better than the original, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
mentally,
certainly Hulu.
It's breaking records on streaming everywhere.
Right.
All right. Well, white men can't jump, but hopefully you guys can jump anytime with me because I love talking movies with you guys. And until we can jump again, Logan, what do we always say?
Shoot!